Peace, family. I am back, your sis Kathy Yvette, with another Country Wayne skit from these Country Wayne streets. We are going to go to Chase and Candace Walker Way. Yes, this is the street in Skitlanta, Candace and Chase Way. Now, let me Walker Way. I think W's is good to have Way for their street name, right? Now, I knew that Maggie was going to be a little problematic when she first moved there. Chase was talking about Maggie to Wayne. They was looking up the IG, remember? She done used her credit to pay for Chase's windshield. He never said nothing to Candace about it. You know, Chase, whenever that woman comes home, Chase makes sure he nearby. Hey, Maggie. Hey, neighbor. How you doing? Oh, you good? Coming in her house when, chit-chat and taking shoes off. She's seductive enough to not make it too obvious. She's very subtle in how she flirts with Chase. She does it in a way where he won't think it's so obvious. But as women, we can see right through you, old girl. You make sure that you pop up when you know Candace at work. You think you don't pay attention, you see her car not there, you stop by. You play all these little games, you call when you know she not there. You her neighbor, so you can look out. You know what she drive. You know you gonna call when she not home. You play these games. There was a time when he was outside. She popped by in the backyard, chit-chatting. She comes off try to be very innocent. Maggie, you ain't slick. You ain't slick, sis. And Chase dumb behind. He sits up there and says just enough. She know how to say just enough where, like Wayne, play with that line, but don't cross it, lick it a little bit, nuzzle up against it without actually jumping over. Yeah, she knows what she's doing. And the thing about it is, Chase, whether he wants to admit it or not, he's attracted to Maggie. He likes the attention. Candace don't know as much attention as he's been giving her. Now what I don't like is that Candace, you looked a little fake when she came in that office, gave a gift to your husband. To me, jewelry and shoes are personal. You leave that for the wife. You had no business. The woman already told you, don't give my husband nothing. You didn't give it on Christmas Day and come to their house with it. You don't wait a month later talking about, I got a gift for you. You sat on that. You knew he had no Timbs, so that's a personal conversation that you had to give him Timbs. This is what Candace should have been peeping. How did you know my husband's size? How do you know this is a gift he never had that you never gave him? Candace, you had an opportunity to say something in that office. When she gave it, you said nothing. You should have checked her right there and said, boo-boo, thanks, but no thanks. You can keep your rum, you can keep your brownies, you can keep whatever, and you give my husband something like Tim's personal, and you're gonna give me some little food that you'd have made in your house, something you brought back from Jamaica. No. That's personal, and that's more of an effort to my husband than to me. Don't go there. Don't go there. Because if that's the case, where's my Coach bag? My Louis bag? What you want to give my son a gift like that? Where's my shoes? You know what I'm saying? Where's my designer purse? I'm just saying. Don't give me some hand-me-down cheap mess that you whipped up in your kitchen. Something you pulled out of your souvenir bag that you probably bought for somebody else, but you second thought me. You should have said something, Candace. Not get with your friends and then talk and they made you feel bad, and you like, oh, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna give it back. The man wore it. You gave him an opportunity to say something. Chase felt like he was gonna wear it anyway because he wanted them boots. He wanted it. He oblivious. He don't care. You let him make that choice. He made it. Because that should have said enough for you. Not you force him to give it back. You take it, give it back, warn. You should have said something from day one before he even got a chance to wear it. And now forced to give her some worn shoes back. That's what I don't like. After the fact, you drop it on the porch. That's weak. That's weak, Candace. Because now you look like the insecure wife who had to force your husband. And now that's adding to Maggie's playbook. She know you insecure. She know Chase got a problem with you being insecure. Chase ain't never checked her on his own. So she gonna continue playing with him. Chase better be careful because he's riding a very thin line. So now Maggie calls Chase to ask why he gave her the shoes back. Let's see what Chase says.
Maggie, what's up?
Hey, Chase. What's going on? How are you?
I'm good. Can't complain. Just relaxing on this Monday, kind of working from home.
Yep, not you. Not you relaxing on a Monday.
Yeah, still working. Candace at the office working, and I'm at the crib.
They real
so
cool.
Just,
you ain't had to
chilling.
say that Candace was at the office.
What's up?
So I was actually calling because I received a package on Saturday. Do you know anything about it? Or
Yeah. So basically, yeah, Candace she wanted to return the shoes, and she didn't take too kind to the whole.
That's where you messed up. Why you throw your wife under the bus with this chick? Oh, Candace didn't like the fact that I had the shoes. She wanted me to return. You threw your wife under the bus for another woman, Chase. What's wrong with you? That was a bad move right there because, number one, it doesn't show a united front. You should have said, I thought about it. First, you already wore it. And I said, I apologize for bringing it back to you. I did wear it once. Afterwards, I felt some kind of way because I thought, because me and Candace, maybe, we had a discussion on it. Afterwards, I told her I didn't feel I just felt some kind of way after I wore the shoes, knowing that, this was a gift from you. I should have really never accepted it because, I didn't think at first it was a big deal, but then afterwards, it just made me feel some kind of way because I knew my wife wasn't that crazy about it. She already mentioned to me, and I know she mentioned it to you, that she didn't want any gifts exchanged between us. So I went back and thought about that. And, I decided, that I'll return it. You wasn't home at the time, so I just left it there. I should have called you about it. Don't put that on your wife. Don't put it on your wife. That's really a punk move. That's a weak move to me that you would say that. Yeah, I just don't think that was cool. It just says a lot about you and your wife to her. And she knows it's more so Candace and not you. So she gonna keep pushing up. You can best believe.
Christmas thing. So that's what that was about.
And then you sounded sad about it.
I asked you, I called you and asked you, said everything was cool.
Yeah, I mean, it was like everything. It was cool, and I think that she probably just thought about it. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, she kind of was like, So she asked me for the shoes, and she's like, I'm about to go give them back to you. So I mean, I didn't know if he was home or not. I was just like, please don't be home. I was just like, So yeah. Then she told me she just set them on the porch.
Okay. So, I guess you told me, but I'm just wondering why, when I gave them to you, it wasn't a problem. Like, why does it seem to simmer? And then also, it's like the holidays. I want you to like do the shoot, and I'm just not understanding. It's not like I'm just giving you a gift just because. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, I get that. I agree. Like I understand.
Him getting a gift from you and a shoot is two different things. Discuss it. Do you mind if I do a shoot with, Maggie? Find out how Candace feels about it. Don't give him the shoot. The shoes ain't got nothing to do with the shoot. You need to pay him for the shoot. Don't give him a gift and say, okay, I'm gonna give you this Christmas gift. Will you do this shoot for me? Now that's manipulation.
And the meaning behind it, that's why it was like, hey, we had the whole talking about the Christmas list thing or whatever. We were just playing around with that. And then you were like, hey, I got the shoot coming up. And you got her a gift too. So I just think somewhere down the line, I think she might feel a certain type of way. But it's,
Wow.
I think it's cool, because you did something different this time where you got both of us a gift,
Right.
So
what gift she gave Candace?
She did that, and that's what it is. So I mean,
Okay, yeah. I guess I was just lost because it seemed like it was cool. Like, she was there. She got a gift. I don't know. It's not registering for me. So when I've seen them at my door, and then did you wear them?
Oh yeah, I did. I wore them. I wore them to the office, and then I was running some errands that day. So yeah, my bad. Again, I didn't know she was gonna do that. So yeah.
Yeah, because they could have just been donated or something. Like it didn't have to be a statement. Like
waste of money.
Yeah.
Especially with no words attached. It's not like she said anything to me. They just showed up at my door. I honestly didn't know who put them there.
Yeah. Well, I know we got to meet tomorrow, so we still.
So how does this work now?
Yeah, everything's cool. We're gonna meet tomorrow. Let's get this shoot in motion, and I'll see you at the office.
All right. Well, see you.
Okay.
This is problematic. I don't know how that conversation is gonna be at the office, but that's why I said, it's bad. I don't care if she wastes her money. That's not her. She should have never got him that gift. She didn't think anything wrong with it. She made it clear. Don't give my husband no gifts. You did it anyway. So you lost money. You wasted money. You wasted money. But the thing is, I guess she donated the boots after that. You could have said something from the door. What did I say about gifts, Maggie? You disrespecting what I said. But no, she gonna be like, oh, that's nice. Candace, you gotta speak up when it's what. And I think you should have returned the boots when she was there to her face. That was another weak move, dropping it at the door and leaving. Come on, man. Come on, sis. You got to be straight up. If you're going to make a move like that because you don't like it, face that woman. And y'all should have probably did it together. You and Chase. You want to address her in secret, get a boots back after he wore it. Then at this point, let him keep the boots. Let him keep the boots because you didn't stop her from the door. So let him have it and say, Maggie, let this be the last gift that you give my husband, please. I spoke about this before. I understand you saying it's a late Christmas gift. No more gifts. Let him keep the boots. He wore it. Your husband liked the boots, but have a serious conversation with Chase. Set some very serious boundaries and guidelines to this whole relationship thing. When y'all do business or whatever with a shoot, then be there. As your partner, as your wife, and you working with a woman you think that has been issues with in the past, she's not respecting what you said, have a meeting with her at the office and sit in there and get a view. This is a shoot about your wigs. This is, I'm sure that Candace can give, she wear wigs, she can give you some guidance on that. I mean, not necessarily guidance because that's her business, but some ideas. As a woman, Chase you can work together on how Maggie's shoot can be and bounce ideas off together to ease the problems, with this woman, and especially because she's your neighbor. That's money you don't want to lose out of your household. This is business, but be present. Because Maggie's a little tricky. She comes off trying to be sweet, but she's a little tricky. And you threw her under the bus. You threw your wife under the bus, Chase. You put it all on Candace. And I mean, it was on Candace because you didn't care. But you know how your wife felt. Why you keep disrespecting her like that? You know how your wife felt about the gifts with her. To say, I don't know what the problem was because you gave her a gift too. She gave her some freaking brownies that she made and some bottle of rum that she got from vacation. Yo, what did she really buy a gift for her? No, she didn't buy a gift with your wife in mind, with thought to it, like she did your gift. I'm sorry, Chase. Wake up. This is going to be a problem in the future, because I'm afraid something is going to cross the line intimately. This is the only couple we know that has not been any cheating. But Chase, you playing with fire. You playing with fire because you're attracted to that woman. Put in the comments what y'all think about this situation. Should Chase had kept the gift at this point? Was Candace wrong in how she handled it? Or was she right? Let me know what you think.